There was no big moment where I knew it was over. No yelling, no betrayal, just 1,000 small things I kept brushing off until I couldn't anymore. And maybe that's what hurts the most, that I can't point to one exact second and say, this is where I lost them. Because in a way I lost them slowly, in pieces. While still holding their hand, I remember lying next to them and wondering when their touch stopped feeling warm. When our conversation started sounding more like updates than connection, like we were reporting our days instead of sharing our lives. I noticed they stopped asking how I was really doing. Not because they didn't care, at least I don't think so, but because we both got tired. Tired of pretending, tired of hoping the distance would fix itself. I used to send them messages during the day just to say something stupid, something sweet. And I remember the first time they didn't reply, I told myself they were busy. But then it happened again and again, until eventually I stopped sending anything at all. And it's wild how two people can go from being each other's entire world to polite strangers who sleep in the same bed. If you've ever looked at someone you love and realized they haven't looked back at you the same way in weeks, you'll know what I mean. I remember asking them one night, very calmly, do you still love me or do you just not want to hurt me? And they looked at me for the longest time, like they were searching for the right lie. But they didn't say anything. And that silence echoed louder than anything they could have said. And the next morning, they didn't kiss me goodbye. They just left, like it was a normal day. And I stood there in the kitchen, staring at a half-finished cup of coffee they forgot to take. And that's when I knew, not because of what they did, but because of everything they stopped doing. And I haven't told anyone this until now, because part of me still hoped they'd come back and say it was all just a phase. But the truth is, some goodbyes happen in slow motion, and you only realize they've happened when there's nothing left to fix. So if you've ever felt like you're slowly being left behind by someone who swore they'd never leave, follow and subscribe. Because this story isn't just mine, it's all of ours.